Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to Rome, Italy. And today we're going to take a flight in a Cessna Citation Mustang C510. We're going to fly it on over to Sardinia and land there at an airport on the east coast of the island. And just after takeoff here, I think it's going to be some really good visuals of Rome. Some nice scenery there. I expect it to be. And as you can see in live weather here and live time, so visibility is great. Okay, so look at this. 7:21 a.m. All right, live weather. Okay, so now let me go ahead now and hop aboard and I'll get the plane ready to go. All right, so first off, let's go ahead and get our engine covers off, covers, and we can close our cargo door. All right, and now my chocks are still on. I'm going to leave those on until I finish starting the plane up. All right, so battery on, and so my generator's on while I'm over here. Avionics master on. Fuel pump left on. Fuel pump right on. Okay, let's check the rest. Make sure I'm right where it's at. The ice. Okay, I'm going to leave the pitot heat off for now, but I'm going to crank it on once I get it going. Alright, beacon lights. We can put that strobe lights, nav lights. Alright, and get our throttle set here to start the plane. Parking brake is on. Okay, so let me go ahead and zoom in now a little bit here, get that range closer so I can see a little better. You can see here where we're at here, and we're going to go on down. Well, it's going to be over. I noticed before too, somehow I ended up changing orientation. I don't know what I pressed or what, but that's okay. This is perfectly fine. Alright, let me change this now. Over here. Different planes, different procedures. Okay, oxygen, I'm going to put that on now. Oxygen supply. Alright, let's see. Everything else is looking good. And we will be getting ready to start. Cruising altitude is going to be 15,000, about 15,900, flight level 159, and it should take about 30 minutes to get there. It's a 185 nautical mile flight, and it's going to take us over the Mediterranean there a little bit. All right, so everything else is looking good. Got the passengers loaded, you see in the back here. All right, so we have a full load too. We have quite a bit here, so we're definitely heavy. All right, so let's go ahead and dial up our altitude a little bit right here, maybe about 5,000 to get us going. That's good for now. All right. So let's go ahead now and we'll get the plane started up. Passengers. Trying to remember what switch. Drop down. Okay. Left ignition on. And get the left starter on. Right ignition on. Right starter on. Get our anti-skid on too. I always put that on. Okay, as you can see, the engines are spooling up now. And we'll have to remember to remove my chocks before I get taxied. This right here is a custom livery that's on Flight Sim TO. And it's pretty nice looking. Okay, we're going to be departing to the west.
Firm ground Golf Charlie Tango 1022, ready to taxi west departure.
Alright, let's get our chocks off.
Golf Charlie Tango 1022 taxi 2 and hold short of runway tree for using taxiway Alpha Echo Delta. Contact tower on 123.8 when ready.
Taxi 2 and hold short runway tree for using taxiway Alpha Echo Delta 022.
Okay, so 3-4 should be just down to the left, so that's all. It'll be a short taxi. Alright. And I'll tune the tower once I get there. And let's get the taxi in now. Get our parking brake off. Make sure nothing here is set where I want to. Well, we can turn the taxi ribbon off. I can clearly see where runway 34 is at. I'll leave this as is. Okay. 34. All right, so let's go ahead and go now. I'm going to come out this way and I'm going to turn to my left because that taxi and that van is in the way down there. That doesn't look like the longest runway, or... No, it's not. Pretty sure. A bit heavy. That looks kind of short for this plane. Well, I guess we're going to find out. I'm going to have to go way to the end. It should be enough, but man, it's a bit uncomfortably short. At least it appears to be that way. Should be able to drop some flaps in for that, no doubt. Okay, let me call the tower now.
Tower Golf Charlie Tango 1022 at runway tree for ready for departure to the west.
Golf Charlie Tango 1022 wind tree 56 at 4. Departure to the west approved. Cleared for takeoff runway tree 4.
Cleared for takeoff runway tree 4022.
Get my flaps on takeoff. Alright. Let's go ahead and get on the runway now. I'm going to use every bit that I can get because it just really looks short. If I wasn't at 93% payload, we might be okay, but I'm questioning it, you know. If I was a real pilot and I'm questioning that right now, I would have bought this thing off, I can tell you. But it might not be as bad as it seems. Okay, fasten your seatbelts. And let's get on over to Sardinia. Okay, speed's a lot pretty quick. You know what, I don't think it's going to be a problem after all. No, I think I got plenty of room. I'm already over 80, so yeah, we'll be able to pull her on up, rotate right now. So great. Looking good. Perfect. Perfect. So yeah, I guess this little jet don't need as much room as I thought, even with a heavy payload.
022, continue for west departure.
Golf Charlie Tango 102 to continue for west departure.
And this is with Sim Update 15. Now, so far I haven't noticed a whole lot of difference, but to be honest, I really didn't look at a whole lot of everything that's supposed to be changing. Just briefly, I'll have to go back over and look. I might do a video on it. We can test some things. Hey, yeah, we're going good. This is going really good. So let me see. Let's make my turn over to the east. I got a positive rate of climb. All right. Let's get our autopilot on now. Well, let's wait. Let's kind of get her lined up a little bit more. Start dialing up a little bit here. 8,000, that's good. Once I get somewhat on course, I'm going to go ahead and hit that autopilot.
022, leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
Right about here is good.
Tower Golf Charlie Tango 102 to frequency change.
Let's get that
Rome
autopilot
approach
on.
Golf Charlie Tango 1022 is type 3
Vertical
miles
speed.
northwest of Herb 2,600
And we
feet.
can go at 1900.
Request
That's fine. I'm not in a
flight
rush. Even though I can do a lot more, but we'll do that for now.
Squawk 2052.
Squawk 205 2022.
022 radar contact, 4 miles west of Herb 3,400 feet. Altimeter tree 0.04.
Let's drop our throttle
Roger
to climb.
022.
If I look like I might start overspeeding, I'm gonna increase my vertical speed, which I think I'm going to, because you know what, it might. Let's do a nice steep climb. And let's get our flaps up now. We no longer need takeoff flaps. Tracked. And yeah, look at it. You can see below here. A lot of room. But I believe most of it is behind me actually, because oh no, you know what? I'm wrong. I'm a little bit. I'm in not the large airfield. I think there was one to the west. I'm in the one just north. It's just like northwest of Rome, like kind of like on the outskirts. But this is still some of it here. We're climbing out really good. Almost at 8,000 feet right now. I might level off a bit at that and just kind of hold it for a little bit. Build up our speed. Oh, let's see where we're at now. Of course. All right, let's start going up a little more. go ahead and dial it up to 15,000. Do that right now because I don't want to overspeed and I want to start climbing more while I got some good speed going. Let's go up strong. Let's go up 3,000.
022, contact Rome Center on 131.1. Good day.
Also, I could put these.
Going to 1 tree,
that's
1
not
decimal
necessary right now.
1022. Rome Center Golf Charlie Tango 1022,
Nice looking joke.
8,900 feet.
Alright, so
Golf Charlie Tango 1022, Rome Center altimeter 30.03 radar contact.
still
Continue.
getting a little bit slower at 3,000. I believe this was the airfield I was thinking of. I believe that's some sort of military airfield. Well, maybe not. I haven't been around here before, so it's kind of hard to say so. But it's big. It's a big airport. I gotta say with Sim Update 15, I'm not getting too much stuttering going on here by this airport. A lot of times I get near these big airports like this, I get a little bit of stuttering. Might be having a hard time hearing what I'm saying because the plane can get pretty loud. But that's what I like about it. Alright. That's good. So I mentioned it was going to be about, we used to Control 2 put me right about here, but just a little view in the cabin. But I'm used to that, but also I mentioned about 30 minutes, but according to this, estimated time en route. Okay, so it's saying 45 minutes here, you know, so that's a ways. I mean, that's a little longer than what I thought. So I guess it's looking at my overall time it's going to take me to arrive there, because it's counting up, so I'm not quite getting that, you know. Yeah, there is a cloud in sight. Alright, I'm going to climb on up to maybe about, I can really go much higher. Let's go 19. At 2,000 feet a minute. Throttle's still on climb, so that's good. Oh, now it's dropping down. Okay, I guess it's got to sync it up some. So you're seeing like 37 minutes and 14 seconds. So yeah, I guess it's got to calculate it out before it starts giving me an accurate time there. And plus, I guess as I'm climbing, I'm slowing down. So it might be, that's probably what's going on here. I've noticed that before on a different plane. A different plane I have, maybe one of the other jets, the Honda jet or Vision jet or something like that. about 18,000 feet.
Rome
And
Center
we'll be
Golf
leveling
Charlie
out at
Tango
19.
1022. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace.
And since my visibility is
Golf
so
Charlie Tango
good,
1022 Rome
I'm
Center.
tempted to go up even higher.
Cleared through the Charlie airspace.
Cleared through Charlie
I can
airspace
bring it to up to
022.
20 easy, you know, so. But I think I might just gonna let it cruise on at 19, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to see how it's going. Now, as I increase speed, you should see the ETE over here. That should decrease, and it is. So it makes sense. It's probably going to drop down below 30 pretty soon once I get faster. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave it at 190 flight level for cruise. Okay. So at this point, I will come back when I get closer, maybe about halfway, and I'll let you know how the flight's going. Okay, so I ended up getting up to flight level 220, and our ground speed is about 322 knots, and we are a little more than halfway there. We all just had a bite to eat, and passengers are doing fine back there, and had some drinks. So yeah, we're having a good flight here, and everything's going well. And actually, my speed is at 324 knots. Okay, and look at my ATA. It's at 14 minutes and 32 seconds. So, yeah, so this has been great so far. And I'm going to go ahead and get ready to start entering my approach information. So let's go ahead and do that now. Let's see, here we go. That's what I wanted. Alright, approach. Let's enter. And I think we're going to go for a runway. Yeah, I think runway 12. That should be just fine. Yeah, let's do runway 12. We keep everything like it is, and I'm going to activate this approach. Oh wait, we got to select it with this. Enter. Alright, so let me zoom out, and I should see my approach on there. Right about here, so that's going to be fine. Visual approach. Come right around here and hit that runway 21. I'm going to use my heading set right now. I'm going to intercept it right around here. Once I get right here, I'm going to do that turn over to the west and come right on in. Should be an easy visual approach, if anything. Although, you know, actually I could, if I really wanted to, I could follow that right there. But I think I'm going to kind of come out this way, because when you look a little closer if I can here. I need to get it back to full. But that's okay. We just going to kind of move along. Let me change my heading a little bit more. Right about here. I'm not going to need that much room to turn this small jet. Just all right, and we're going to start descending too, because you know we only 11 minutes out now. So let's go ahead and start getting ready to descend some here. I'm going to drop it down to maybe about 12,000 feet. And I haven't been at cruise level 220, flight level 220. I wasn't at that level very long. Alright, so there we go. Let's go ahead and start descending a little bit here. And I'm going to have to kind of pull back to my throttle to get this thing slowed down, or else we're going to overspeed. It don't take, with these little jets, these small jets like this, you can overspeed pretty quick if you're not careful. Alright, 1,000 feet a minute, so we should be able to descend 11,000 feet according to the ET. We're going 1,000 feet a minute, every minute, you know, 11 minutes, so you figure 11,000 feet, so that'll put us down to 10. So we need to go a little bit quicker, increase the rate of descent. That might be better, 2,000. I could just keep an eye on my speed. So it's going to have me at this. So once I get out here, I could just go ahead and activate. I can activate it then. Well, let's also do this. Let's see. I'm going to want to get this course down to 118. Up there. I'm thinking that's what I'm going to want. But we'll see. Those engines are a lot calmer now and more quieter. You're not just really blasting, you know, because I'm pretty throttled back really far right now if you look. So keep that speed down. I mean, I don't want to be doing any kind of crazy speeds, especially once it get below 10,000 feet. So we're coming down to 18,000. So we might have to increase our rate of descent a little bit more. Let's do that. Get the plane down. And I'm going to start dialing it lower right now, because we're really getting close. So let's put it, let's go below, let's do 8. Let's try 8. Now, if you notice, my ETA is now under 10 minutes. I really want to get down to about, right when I get to this waypoint right here, I want to get down maybe to about at least 2,000 feet. Oh, it says I can hit the flight plan key to go back. Yeah, there we go. And let's bring it in a little bit more. We need to be able to see this a little bit more. Okay, this is the one where I have to pan it. Oh, there we go. Let's pan it over here this way a little more. Zoom in. Okay, so you can clearly see it right here now. Let's zoom it out just a little bit now. All right, here, this is perfect. I can see it a little bit. Well, let's get one more, and the plane, my plane will be coming in picture soon. Okay, that's good. So as soon as I get, I'm gonna just turn my heading right now. I'm gonna adjust this heading just a little bit. go to 210. You know what? It has me. If you look at this, wait. You know what? I really need to go set the approach because I'm thinking runway. Because look at this. I bet you that is not the runway I originally thought it was. I think it's 30. I think 30 is right here. Yes. Yes. Okay, that's what that now it's making sense. All right. Now it's making total sense. Now, there we go. You see the way the arrow is pointing? Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and meet. We can keep this direction here. And I keep where it's at now, but I'm going to keep running with my heading. Flight plan. Take that off. There we go. So really, it was looking like I was thinking 12. Runway 12 is on the east side, but really, it's not. It's this one. Okay, so I could have probably looked a little better and made a note of that. But you know, the systems here and the Citation is a little different than the Vision Jet and the Honda Jet. Those are kind of similar, those two, but this one's a little different. So yeah, this ought to do just well. Okay, I'm gonna wait till I get a little bit closer. I'm gonna start turning. Let's just go. We'll turn out a little bit more so I can intercept it a little further out. Just under 8 minutes. Estimated time en route. And we coming, you know, nice and slow. Down to about 200. But I'm going to go ahead and increase that. Let's put this up a little more. So yeah, it had me locked on to the runway on the other end. We're at 8,000, but what we're going to do is we're going to come down some more. Let's descend to about 4,000. We got to get this plane down, okay, because we want to land here. Let's drop it down 2,000 feet a minute, and let's get our throttles down. Now, the times I've flown this plane, it done a really good job on approach and stuff. It really good, almost like hands off. And I really like this jet. I've had a lot of good flights in it. Make sure my altimeter is doing okay. So yeah, you can see the eastern coast. Sardinia, right over here. This is the airport. Let's check it. Is that the right airport? I'm pretty sure it is. Yep. That's it. So we're going to be runway 30.
Lima India Echo Tango Traffic Gulf, Charlie Tango 1022 tree 1 miles east 4,900 feet inbound to land runway tree 0.
I'm going to come out a little further. Turn over to the east some more, because what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come out like this and just kind of turn back to the west and lock into the approach. And I want to say it's about time to drop down to 2,000 feet. Or at least 2,500. No rush, maybe at about 1,000, that's good. I mean, we're only 3,000 feet. When you're that low, you don't want to be descending at 2,000 feet a minute, because guess what? It's going to only take a little over a minute for you to plunge into the ground. Okay, so yeah, at least with 1,000 feet, I got 3 minutes before I'm down to nothing. But I'm going to stop it here, like at 2,500. We're at 195. Ground speed 211 knots. Visually, we look like it's still a good ways out. Oh no, you know what? I'm going to want that. I believe we're going to want this on 298, maybe. All right, let me do my turn now. Well, just about right here. We're going to turn right there. It'll probably follow it just fine right now, but I'm going to go ahead and kind of line it up a little bit better. Yeah, we could put a little bit more speed in. Right about here. You don't have to be way on the end of this leg. I can be like up in the middle. It just, but that's probably close to ideal. Right here is good. That turns to the north to come on in. Yeah, and I turned down the engine, the sound, here, because I think earlier it might have been getting a little bit harder to hear me when I'm on the exterior views, because the engine sounds can be really loud on this plane, but I like those engine sounds, so I hate turning it down. Okay, so, alright, let me see. Closer here, turn more to the final. Well, let's get a better lined up first. And I could probably go ahead and hit this now. Let's do that. Hit that approach. Come on in. It should be turning right back to the right now, and it is, slowly but surely. And we're going to get it slowed down a little more because we're coming in. We're going to start dropping flaps in that. Maintain this 2,000 feet.
Lima India Echo Tango Traffic Golf Charlie Tango 1022 is on base runway tree 0.
Keep holding that 2,000 feet. I'm gonna hold on to that as long as I can, you know, until I get really, really close. And I'm gonna go ahead and drop this range down a little bit. Come right on in. And it doesn't look like up a little bit here. Yeah, this airport is right in the middle of this higher elevation, maybe some mountains or high hills. So I'm not going to have to worry much about that. So that works for me. Yeah, and I have my approach locked on, and it's kind of going good now. I'm slowly following it. Well, it says off, but okay, well, it's on though. You see the light on. It is. Yeah, it says it, but it is on. We know it's following it perfectly. Now let's get our heading. We'll just dial that up just in case. Okay, we've gone right on in. I don't have a visual of the runway yet, but when I do, I'm gonna just go ahead and disable the autopilot. Once we get a little closer, just bring it on in. We are at 168, so let's increase it just a tad bit. I'm surprised I never noticed any shipping traffic out here, because sometimes there seems like there's quite a bit. Especially since I had the C510 simulations add-on, I got those installed, and a lot of places it seems pretty like pretty populated with all of the ships out there, like really busy, you know. Okay, what I'm gonna do now is I need to get y'all tables up. Okay. And I still don't have a visual of this runway. Looks like I'm headed right into the hills. But our speed is really good and steady at right about 170. I like that. It's good. So I think I can go ahead and put a little bit more throttle in now. Let's put a little bit more, just a little bit. We can get up to about 200 at this point. I can get the plane to slow down pretty good and quickly. And I've never flown into this airport before, not once. So I don't. That's why I kind of am not familiar with what I'm looking at right here. So I'm going by the maps and everything, and that's just how I'm gonna have to do it right now. I should see it. I would think I would see this runway about now, right? I hope this isn't one of those little unpaved airports or runways. It might be, it could be. Because I'll tell you, I cannot see that runway. And I'm thinking I should be able to see it around now. Let's slow this plane down too, because I'm not seeing it. Final is right here. Usually you can see the runway at this point. I mean, only a minute and 26 seconds out. Let's get this plane lower now. Let's get it lower. Right here, there it is. Okay, so let's go ahead and, looks like we're a little off, but according to the instruments, should be lined up just well. Just turn so slightly. It'll be really easy to land, no problem. I'm not going to have no trouble with this. It just kind of looked like that because if you look at it right here, it looks like I'm too far left now. So yeah, I think actually, you know what? It's just the way I was looking at it. I am lined up okay with it. Need to trust my instruments, I guess. Alright, so let's drop a notch of flaps in. See, well, we're going to drop full flaps shortly. Alright, there we go. We need to get down to 150 though. Oh, there's a boat right here, sailboat. Yeah, we're definitely to the left of this runway. Let me go ahead and announce on final.
Lima India Echo Tango Traffic Golf Charlie Tango 1022 is on final runway tree 0 to land.
Flying right over this catamaran. Landing gear down. I'm a little low, but that's fun. There's nothing right here. I'm just kind of coming straight in. Just keep an eye on my vertical speed here. Alright, coming right on in. I think this is going to be a pretty good landing. A little off center, but not bad. And even being heavy, it doesn't take too long to stop the plane. And it's as I expected, it's a small airport. Really small. Just walk right off to the side here. Pretty quiet here too. I'm the only plane here right now. We'll have part to ourselves. I'm a little bit hard on those brakes right there. Right on here. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and get the plane shut down. Let's get our chocks on first. And we can get this just as is. Let's get it shut off now. Open our door over here. Let them get ready to start exiting. And everything else is shut off. Let's see, pitot heat. Ignition off. My switch is off here. Okay, looks like the plane is shut down. Now, let's get the cargo doors open so they can get their things out here. Everybody out. Yep, they are out and getting in the car, ready to head on over to their destination. Alright, so I hope you all enjoyed the video. Please smash that like button and drop a comment, and if you're not already, subscribe. Thanks for watching, and until next time, bye for now.